And I'm very curious about what this one's going to be about. This year is a period of remembrance that commemorates we also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter tomorrow, or brighter future. Why do you look? It just occurred to me that I commit to original Minphilia. Realm Reborn Red. A special vintage of sparkling red wine prepared by Master Vintner Birglaint of Wineport for the Rising. An annual celebration of Eorzea's rebirth. It has been how many years since the calamity? If we're going chronologically, like if there was like a rising every year, that was 2023, so it was 12 years ago plus 5, because 5 years later. 12 plus 5. I know how to math. That was 17 years ago. Prism, meteor survivor. Caption creates illusions by weaving together myriad shades of light. Produces a radiant light that projects images of the lesser moon Dalamud. Okay. Heaven's Cracker. An unexpected byproduct of the Skysteel Manufactory's recent endeavors to develop a more volatile variety of fire sand. Happy Moonfire Fair. Oh. Cool. Meteor Shower. A festive firework designed to replicate the summoning of a meteor. I don't think we want to... Look, I mean, it's iconic, right? The symbol of the meteor is basically more iconic here now than it is with Final Fantasy VII. But what I'm saying is, if you want to have a celebration for the fact that the realm is reborn, I don't know if you want to make that the icon culturally. Just saying. This peculiar contraption creates illusions. Produces a fleeting shower of flowers. And Nimia Potpourri. Made from the alchemically treated petals of Nimia lilies. This fragrant bundle of potpourri brings a sense of tranquility to even the most troubled souls. Is that potpourri? I think it's pronounced potpourri. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's begin. Hello, Yoshi P. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Gerald, it can only be a blessing from the Navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, a song for future. there is no better place to talk in Limsa Laminsa than the Drowning Bench. Let us first seek out the barkeep Bataran. As aught of interest. Oh, come on. What? What's the... Have yourself killed. That's the arm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an inventor so badly anyway, Richa? There's this place I need to go. Problem is, the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. If I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. Could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone who's clearly unprepared head out there, and they end up hurting, I wouldn't be. And don't even get me started on the damage it caused reputation. So you can forget about signing up until you're older, much older. But it has to be now, during this. We have to be so. Now run along and get yourself. Uh-oh. I've seen that. Everything well? Sorry I didn't see that. Little Cub's bent on becoming an adventurer. I said no and sent her on her way. Still, I can't worry. Me as the sort to get through that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. Hate to impose, but you reckon you keep an eye on Richa? I do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. The timing of the rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. In your debt. Now the nearest city exits the Tempest Gate, over by the Aft Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrel, the sentry yonder. The Yellow Jackets keep constant watch at every city gate. If Richa has come through, they will have surely seen her. The lowlands of Lenosia await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. At Bataran's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Makote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child. But the way she kept stealing a glance behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Ayoyo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Our thanks for the information. Damn it, they saw straight through my disguise. Tis well the Yellow Jackets noticed her ere she had gotten far. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of you again. What brings you here today? So, Batman sent you after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Richa, was it, dearie? Even without others telling you. You ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it you want to do so badly you'd risk your life like this? There's something I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. Go. We understand that you have your reasons, Richa. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Count on me. She'll be glad to provide suitable recompense for in Reach's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song, above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you. But as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and he'll be able to help you all the better. The place I want to go is to a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosia. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. That's got to be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Of the two lighthouses in the area, Ocean's Torch is the only one as civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. Can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a Yellow Jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. It's outside of skirmish, anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If you run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. As I said, I'd never heard about ghosts appearing at the lighthouse. Wonder why Reach is so interested in them. If young Richa is heading to Ocean's Torch, then someone should report as much to Bataran. So, what's your name, adventurer? Gerald Celiaf. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll go to Ocean's Torch, and we'll see if the rumors about the ghosts is true. Oh my gosh, there's a car in the way now. Are you ready to go, Gerald? As much as I would like to accompany you, Someone should return to the drowning wench to apprise the Batteran of these developments. Besides, I hear your accounts to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt, will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Right. To begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge. It'll reach a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. And here it is, Madman Bridge. We head north, you'll get to the Red Roster Stead. But our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name as a warning to younglings. Look, a river! And there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been? Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's alright. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wasn't aware. Fine place, by all accounts. That's where it reaches from. I'll have one of my comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to let him think she's missing. Right then. Next, we'll make for Oshan's Embrace. Up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. I don't think you could actually get to Limlane's Shoals, and I also don't recognize the name because, like, the only other orphan I can think of from is Thancred when he was younger, before he met Louisoix, so maybe there's going to be, like, a through line there, like, some kind of connection to see what's sort of how Limlane, or how Limps has evolved. Who knows? My fellow Yellow Jackets patrol these parts. Lest you worry, they know I ain't on some pleasant jaunt. Whoa! We're so high up! This is amazing! Felt the same way when I looked out from here for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during headmistress said that we Laminsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothy said. She promised to tell me everything one day. But I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Seems Risha's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, mayhap she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. What's going on with me? No. Wait, your bed fell off. I see the lighthouse. There's Oton's porch. 2 lighthouses here are named for gods. The lighthouse keeper is a bloke named Rostenzek. Okay. The lighthouse keeper is a bloke named Rostenzek. You can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So, about the reason why I want to know about ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see. But they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye. But a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Yeah, there was a bloated by it was FF14 minus. They were showing a tour of 1.0, which I thought was kind of cool. Like unrecognizable, you know. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Oh, the sea's frozen in a splash! Amazing! Yeah, whatever became of that? That area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave was washing away. Okay, on top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, a piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. They say it caused ether to gush out of the land and crystallize all at once. At that time, I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening. But the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for Father and Mother. Rostenze's been here since the calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests. Even if there aren't any ghosts. Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the toilet? Ghosts during the Rising.